all the layers, but why did the house feel so cold? Well, good morning, everybody. I know today is a very special day. It's Mother's Day, but it's just a little bit more extra special for me and my family, my kids and my household, because nearly 20 years ago, literally, it was Friday, May the 13th, 20 years ago, that my wife and my whole family received the most horrible news we could receive. And that was she was diagnosed with A.M.L, Acute Myeloid Leukemia. But we are here today, 20 years later, on Mother's Day, to wish her a very, very happy Mother's Day. Babe, I want to tell you that I love you. I'm proud of you. I also want to say, if it wasn't for my son, Nehemiah Hunter Franco, who was in you when you were diagnosed. Amazing how we pre-named him, giving him the name Nehemiah. Nehemiah in the Bible, as people know, was a cupbearer. He tasted the food and drink before the king tasted it himself. Therefore, if the food and the drink was poison, then Nehemiah the cupbearer would die in place of his king. Our little baby boy, Nehemiah, was your cupbearer. He passed on while you were fighting this disease called cancer. But today, we give God all of the glory. And one day, babe, we will see Nehemiah in heaven. As for now, we celebrate this special day. Happy Mother's Day to you and all the other mothers out there.
My name is Raul. I'm a registered nurse, and for my company, my title is a flight nurse. I work on a helicopter transporting patients from either a scene to a hospital or from a hospital to hospital. I remember that there was some lab values that were really abnormal for a woman to have. Well, in those days, I was a tech, and I was still studying and going to school to become a nurse, so you kind of feel helpless, you know. Sister V, has been there for me in those days, cared for me, just showed me a lot of love, and you want to do something, but it's hard when you can't. What I did do was pray for her, because I learned how to pray because I was going to church, and what I can give her with all my heart is prayers up to the Lord.
You're still here, grace in your smile.
Oh, my name is Angel Borjas, and I'm Pastor Veronica's grandson. Thankful for everything you've done and everything you're still doing in my life. And I'm just thankful that cancer didn't take your life away, and like you're just like Jesus saved you and stuff. And I just wanted to say I hope you and wish you a happy Mother's Day. Love you. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah. Sister V is my grandma. I have heard the story many times from her or my mom or whoever, and they told me the story about how she, beat cancer. And I thank God that, she's here with me today, and that she's just always been there for me. And I thank God that He healed her, and that, I love her so much. But yeah, happy Mother's Day. I love you.
The battle you won long before my life begun, but every hug, each lullaby is proof miracles don't die, you're still here.
Hi everyone, my name is Steve. For those of you that don't know, my mom is Pastor V. Looking back, when my mom was sick, I don't remember much, given I was so young. But today, I am so grateful that, God healed her. And being older, I do understand that it's a true miracle that she's here today. And Mom, I just thank God for you. I love you so much. Thank you for being a true example of how a mother should be, and just being a godly woman. And I thank God every day for you. I love you so much.
Hello, my name is Fern. My mom is Veronica. I was about 11 years old when she was diagnosed with cancer. I remember the time that I was told that my mom had cancer because this is when Napoleon Dynamite came out. I was obsessed with that movie and I was confused of what was going on in our family at the time. I had no idea really what cancer was. I just knew that something was seriously wrong with my mom. Didn't understand too much about prayer, how to pray, what to pray, but I did pray. And I just asked for God to be with my mom. And 20 years later, we see the healing in my mom. We see the joy in her and the life that is in her. And all I can say is that I'm thankful to God, of course, to God for healing, providing that healing for my mom. But I'm also thankful for you, Mom, because I know there was times that you could have easily threw in the towel. You could have easily believed in all the lies that the enemy told you. You could have believed the bad reports, but you chose to trust in God, and you chose to believe in your life and that you have a purpose, that God is not done with you. And here you are 20 years later, and without you, I don't know where I would be. And I want to say that I love you. I'm deeply thankful for everything you have done for me and done to me, with blessings and gifts and discipline. You have helped me tremendously. So, Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day, and I am glad that you are here.
I can't believe that it's already been 20 years. Actually, this Tuesday, May the 13th, will be 20 years since the day that 3 doctors walked into my room at St. John's Hospital and gave me the news that I was on the last stage of leukemia. You know, the Bible says that what is impossible with man is possible with God. I was in an impossible situation. And I remember that I felt the peace of God while I was laying there at St. John's Hospital. I remember that I felt such peace because I knew that it was a win-win situation. If I were to pass away and you were to take me home, I would be forever in glory, walking the streets of gold, that there would be no more sorrow, sickness, pain, worry, problems, bills, etc. But I also knew if he would allow me to live, that I would do my best to be a good steward of life and that I would do my best to continue to serve him. And here I am, here I stand 20 years later, now a licensed minister in a new ministry with a new name called City View Worship. I am now the kids pastor of City View Worship called Kidsland. I love them. I am so excited because little did I know all that God had for me. I feel that my assignment was not yet finished, and that's why he allowed me to live. Not for me to live to just live life, but to live to serve him and to honor him. I've been able to see my kids grow up. You know, they were 9 and 11 when this happened. I've been able to see them grow up. I've been able to see them graduate. I've been able to see Fern get married, now gonna have a baby. I've been able to see Dee have both of my grandkids. I've just been able to see and witness so much. I've been blessed. I'm grateful for every day that I wake up. I'm grateful for each day that I open my eyes, because I know that I'm just passing through, and so are you. We're not called to live here forever. But the days that God has allowed me to wake up on this earth, I want to do my best and thrive and be a servant for God and continue to serve for him and to continue to be all that he's called me to be. I want to say to my husband that I love you. I want to say to my Fern, I love you. Destiny, I love you. Hannah, I love you. Angel, I love you. My bonus daughter, Kate, I love you. My baby Franco, that's on his way or her way, I love you. To my church, City View Worship, to my family and my friends, I want to say that I love you. I'm blessed that God gave me more years. May God bless all the rest of my days here on this earth, because nobody's promised, like I said earlier, And I don't want to take life for granted. I want to thrive for him. I am so blessed because just recently, every time I have an anniversary, I remember stories, and I remember one in particular. And one was when doctors and nurses and cleaners and cooks were coming into my room at UCLA, and they were just staring at me. And then they would leave the room, and then they would stare at me. And I didn't know why they were staring. I would just say, "Hi, how are you?" And finally, one of them said, "Oh my God, they are right. You don't look sick at all. You look completely normal." And I remember it was an overwhelming peace that God gave me. And I am so grateful because I still have that peace, even though, thank God, 20 years later, that the cancer is gone. But I'm grateful for that peace of God, and I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful that 20 years later, I'm still here. However many years he has left, I just want to do my best for God. I love you. God bless you.